Alright, so guys, in today's video we have plenty of investments to go through alongside leaked SBCs with Shapeshifters officially dropping tomorrow. Leaked SBCs including easy ways for you to make coins. Drop a like, do subscribe, and let's get in the video. Alright, so guys, the content today on a Thursday, we do have a flashback Zahara SBC. Honestly, decent card, 5-star, 5-star, very cheap. Might be a decent super sub. I don't think he's going to make your starting 11s, but like I said, decent little card we do have alongside a brand new ultimate team of the season guaranteed upgrade SBC, and you need exactly 87s. And if you do see in the background, 87s right now are worth 8.5. If you do have any in your clubs on your transfer list, they are closing in on max price. Make sure to sell because tomorrow most likely they will go back to minimum price, so that is 87s. And honestly, that is the content. Nothing too crazy. I do want to get straight into the video and the first investment in today's video. So, you boys know, tomorrow on a Friday, what do we have? Obviously, Shapeshifters promo officially begins. And that means Team of the Season officially goes out of packs. And I'm going to talk about an investment that could work, but you need to understand the risk in you doing this investment right now. So, the investment is simple, and that is any team of the seasons should keep rising if they do follow the pattern from previous years, and that means they're going to have no more supply starting tomorrow. However, you're still going to get daily, most likely, team of the season requirements alongside on Tuesday and on Wednesday. You're still going to get the obviously upgrade SBC, which most likely you're going to need a team of the season or a team of the week. And obviously with no more supply, they should continue to rise day by day. In 1 week, maybe 30k. In 2 weeks, maybe 35k. However, what is the risk in you doing this investment? And that is very simple. Have a look in the background. What do we have refreshing every single Wednesday? And that is the tradable Team of the Week pack. Every single Wednesday, this SBC officially refreshes, and Team of the Weeks, most of the time, they drop to min price. So what is the risk in you buying Team of the Seasons? Well, it's basically in the background. If EA release a similar SBC with a guaranteed tradable Team of the Season upgrade SBC, refreshing once a week, that equals supply, and obviously Team of the Seasons will drop in price. So that is the risk you are taking so far. I don't think we have any leaks or any rumors about a tradable guaranteed Team of the Season SBC. However, it could drop at any single time. You never really know with EA Sports, but I do think this investment can do extremely good, and I would not be surprised if they go to 30, 35, maybe even 40k if they don't release a tradable guaranteed Team of the Season SBC. So this investment is completely up to you if you want to buy 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 cards and keep them on your transfer list. That is completely up to you. I want to show you this 89 rated Team of the Season in FC24, how good this investment did in the previous year. You're going to see the graph. He started at 14,000 coins, kept rising and rising and rising up until around 22,000 coins, 23k. As you can see, 23k, same position we are in right now. From 23k, rose and rose and rose all the way to 93,000 coins. Like I said, I don't really think they're going to go to 90k again, but honestly, 35, 40, maybe even 50k, I do think is realistic if EA simply do not screw us over. And that is a very, again, 50-50 situation. Sometimes they love to completely mess up traders. Sometimes they love to make us coins. I have no idea what is going to happen, but the graph is in the background. And like I said, I'm not going to be surprised if these Team of the Seasons continue to rise all the way to 40, maybe even 50k, but I do think 30 to 35 is obviously more realistic. So that is the Team of the Season situations. If you do want to buy them, that is completely up to you, but just simply understand the risk involved, and the risk involved is EA dropping a tradable Team of the Season SBC, refreshing every single week. However, would I be buying Team of the Weeks right now as investments? Honestly, guys, I don't think I would, and the reason will be in the background right now. As you can see earlier today, they dropped to 11,750, and on open bids you could win them 11k, 11,250, 11.5, and right now they are already 12.5 up 1 1,000 coins. Personally, I would stay away. However, if you do want to buy a few, I do think going into next week, Monday, Tuesday, they still should rise to at least 13.5, 13,750, maybe even 14k. So if you do want to buy a few team of the weeks, honestly, I'm not really against it, but I'm not really the biggest fan this week, just because they did rise very, very quickly. The bidding filter will be in the background right now, 10,750, 12k. Click search and you're going to see plenty of open bids at 10,750. Obviously, you're not going to win them at 10,750. However, you can still try to get 11.5, 11,750, maybe even 12k is personally the max I would pay. And like I said, next week, I would not be surprised if they do go to close to around 14, 14.5k. But personally, I'm not really the biggest fan of Team of the Weeks this week, just because they did rise very, very quick in price. But that is the bidding filter in the background. Just play around with it. Switch D11 to 11,250. Switch D11 to 50 to 11.5. Click search. And you should, as you can see, get different open bids. 12k is the max I would pay for Team of the Weeks. And if you do want to make even easier coins, you buy them at 12k on open bids, and then you lazy list 13.5, 13,750, 14k, 14,250, 13.5, 13,750 hourly, and you can actually generate really, really easy coins if you still want to lazy list Team of the Weeks every single hour. Now, the next thing I do want to mention is the profit we have made in the VIP Discord literally last night and yesterday with flips, investments, and fodder. First of all, in the background, you're going to see very nice flips we have done overnight. Horan, 88 all the way to 105. Tar, 430 all the way to 470. Barella, I said around 65. He actually went all the way to 85. Inigo Martinez, I said 75 is decent, and he went all the way to 95,000 coins. Nuno, 60,000 coins all the way to 72. Alongside Jude, gold card, I said 10,750 coins is a very, very good price, and right now he is obviously 19k. Hansen, I said 10,750, it's a decent price. Console, she's already up 14k profit per card. PC, max price. Alongside Puteas, I said the exact same thing, around 11k. It's a very, very good price. PC and console, literally max price, amazing profit. Alongside Harry Kane as well. I told my Discord, 10,000 coins is literally a no-brainer. You're going to see the post in the fodder channel. If I do actually scroll up, you're going to see I said Harry Kane, he's 10,750, not even selling. Make sure to buy a few, and he is right now all the way at 18,000 coins. Alongside investments we have done overnight, Pacho 280 all the way to 435, PC 270 all the way to 400k, and you can pause the video and you can read the profit we have done with overnight flips. If I do scroll up, you're going to see the profit we have done in the VIP Discord literally yesterday with overnight flip, boys. And this is what we do in the VIP Discord: daily investments, daily flips. Alongside, I give you prices, PC and console, to laser list every single day. For example, 85s, 86s and 90s. I give you exact prices to buy, exact prices to sell. As you can see in the background, it simply does not get easier than this to actually make coins right now. If you do want to join, the link will be in the comment section down below. Let's get back to the video and talk about a few different investments you still can be doing right now. Now, we have mentioned Team of the Seasons, we have mentioned Team of the Weeks. I do want to mention the market because a lot of you keep asking, when do I buy my players? Mbappe Team of the Season, Van Dijk, etc. So, first of all, I do want to show you the leaks we do have right now on Twitter. If I do actually go to eafc on Twitter, you're going to see the official Team 1 in the background right now by Foot Scoreboard and obviously eafc. As you can see, that is the official team. Maradona 98, Konate goalkeeper, Harry Kane 98, Griezmann 98, Vieira striker, Royce, Rashford, Olise, Odegaard, Lukaku, Mirham, etc. The team is very, very good, and a lot of cards look very, very juiced alongside Endrick as well. So here is my advice. Honestly, I could be wrong, but I actually do think the ultimate Team of the Seasons, I'm not going to be surprised if the pack weight on these players will be decent, and then this equals Team of the Seasons will drop in price tomorrow at content. However, it could be the other way around. These cards cannot get packed and these actually start to rise. So my advice would be just don't hold any expensive players into content tomorrow. I do think the safest you can be. Just don't hold any Metas, any Van Dijks, any, again, Bastonis, Harry Kane's, team of the seasons. Just be safe. Have your coins ready. If you have team of the seasons and team of the weeks, that is completely fine to hold. However, if you do have any expensive Metas, I personally would sell and be fully liquid into 6 p.m. content, and then after content you can actually judge the pack weight, see what streamers are saying, see what people on Twitter are saying, and obviously if the pack weight is bad, you can go back and you can buy Harry Kane, Bastoni, Tar, Van Dijk, De Gea, João Neves, etc. You get your idea, but I do think to be safe, I even advise it in my Discord, just sell any metas you do have, because we even have, let me quickly show you right now on Twitter, I think it's a leak by Foot Police. We even have a brand new 94 rated 4 Playstyle Pluses Evolution dropping soon. As you can see, max 94, 4 Playstyle Pluses, 5-star, 5-star. So the market, I do think, could get hit tomorrow. So the safest you can be is obviously don't hold any expensive players into content. But that is obviously my advice. I could be wrong and the market just could rise even more. But the safest you can be is just don't hold any expensive players into content. Now, including fodder, I do want to mention fodder because a lot of you still have 85s, 86s, 87s, and obviously 90s, etc. You must sell fodder, I do think, before content tomorrow. However, trading fodder tomorrow after content will be even easier, and the reason it's going to be easier is the 82x20 SBC is still available to complete tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and I'm pretty sure Monday. So for that, can actually do decent if they drop tomorrow, and then you can rebuy them 2 to 3 hours after content if the drop is decent. So yes, any 85s, 86s, 87s, and obviously 88s I would sell, and tomorrow if they drop, obviously you can rebuy when I do mention them in the video tomorrow as well. Anything else we have missed in today's video? I do want to mention a few different investments. Griezmann, first of all, he's getting a card, and right now, as you can see, he is min price 6.2. Griezmann will officially go out of packs. He might even rise and might even fit an Evo, or maybe 88 could rise next week. So I don't really think there is any risk of buying 5 Griezmanns, 10 Griezmanns around 6.2k console and around 3.4 PC. The risk is very low, including Diani as well. She's also getting a card, and right now she's min price console. PC, try to get around 3.6. Any other players? Let me quickly go back to Foot Scoreboard on Twitter. We do have Harry Kane. Harry Kane, let's quickly have a look together. Harry Kane, 90 rated gold. Right now is 12k. If you can get around 11k, 11,250, 11.5 console, that's fine. PC, avoid. He is max price. Alongside, we do have anyone else. Rashford, not good enough. He's not high rated. The goalkeeper from Valencia, 85 rated. I'm pretty sure he's actually up in price. But if he drops back down to around, I'd probably say 4k, should be a very nice and a very simple investment. Odegaard, 89. I mean, if 89s rise, obviously Odegaard could rise. Console, 9.1k open bids. PC, around 3.5. Anyone else? Griezmann, we have mentioned. Royce, obviously, he's not high rated. Olise, I don't think it's going to work. Lukaku, not high rated. Swanson, she's 87, but I do think she is max price. And yes, she's max price, avoid. And I do think we have mentioned in general what you should be doing and investments you still can do. Team of the weeks, team of the season, alongside the leaked SBCs. We do have a leak by Romania on Twitter. David Beckham and Lewandowski, apparently SBCs and objectives. So that is something you should be looking out for. Alongside, like I said, guys, there's not much to be doing right now. Just wait for the market to react to SBCs, to objectives, to the content, and obviously to the pack weight. And tomorrow after content, investments should be even easier. But for now, what I do advise is very simple. Team of the seasons, if you do want to hold them, and obviously the risk is still there, but I still think they can work depending on the content we do see. Team of the weeks, not the biggest fan, but 12k can work going into next week. For that, make sure you sell. Any more questions, comment section down below. Drop a like, do subscribe, and I will see you boys tomorrow with another video.